Hello and welcome to the Predator Youth Championships. We have the quarterfinals of the under-19 8-ball division between Yakobas from Lithuania and Glab from Poland. This is Eric Horvson bringing you the action. Slanchevas is coming off a win in the 10-ball division of the under-19 boys. Played very well in that tournament. Going to make him a slight favorite. Not seeing much of Wojciech play. See what his play standard is like. Players are allowed to break anywhere on the table, so most players favoring breaking from the middle. Oh, he's lost the cue ball on the first break here, so chance for Glab. Pretty good separation. Solid's looking a little more inviting. The 9 does go in the bottom left if he does choose to shoot stripes. Playing ball in hand behind the line rules here, and has to shoot a ball in front of the line. So it looks like he's going to pick out a closer stripe for a starter. Well, he's in a bit of trouble off the first shot here. Looks like the 9 still does go if he's able to get past the 2. The 2 could be blocking him. Does 12 go underneath the 9? He's having a look at it. I don't think it goes, so he's just trying to play safe here. Maybe swerve the 9 in. That'd be nice to end up behind the 9, and he has. What a save! What a save there from Glab. Blocking Slanchevas on all 6 solids. Nice play. Looks like Yakobas is calling the 1 in the corner, 2 rails. Nice try, good contact, but he's going to leave him straight in on the 14. Glab's going to have to see if the 10 passes the 2 here. Doesn't look like it does. Maybe in the furthest right edge. Having a close look now. If it does, that'll set him up nicely, coming back up table. Going to be some cue ball movement towards the 8. I don't want to really leave the 10 for last, in case you're not able to get a good angle on it. Could play the 10 up in the top right pocket for the key ball. I like that. He'll be playing into the angle of it. Just minimize the cue ball movement here, leaving it along the left long rail. A little closer to the rail than ideal, but it looks like he is playing through the angle. He won't want to be running into the 9 here. Looks like he feels like he might be going to the right just slightly. He is. It's a tough spot. The way you're running into the 9, the only pocket to really push it over is the same pocket as the 13. Let's be real specific on where you can contact the 9 if he tries that play. Yeah, was just kind of running into the wrong part of the 9. Focused on moving the 9 a little more than center pocketing there in the 13, and he's made a mistake. So second chance for Yakobas at this rack. Wants to get a straight in angle on the 2 at some point.
Extension.
Playing a 2-7 progression. Looks like he's always going to have a little angle going to the right off the 2, which won't be ideal for position on the 7. He's on pretty good speed here. He might have got just perfect. If he has, that's a big shot towards running this whole rack. Yeah, coming over and looking at the pocketing angle for the 7, so it looks like he is moving the cue ball the proper way here. Yeah, it's a great shot there. Inch perfect, really. Tough to get straight enough where he was just able to drop easily onto the 7. Did well there. Let me force to leave himself some angle on the 5. Following angle looks like it's playing just to the right of the 6. That'll help him here. Bridged over the 10 a little bit. Want to avoid draw if he can. Looks like he is forced to draw it. Nicely played. Killed the cue ball very well there. Gonna look to come between the 10-13 on the way back to the 8. 6 ball's on a good line for that. A little more distance than ideal, but comfortable pocketing here. Just keep the speed down. Use the long rail if you have to. Nicely played. So recovering off a scratch on the break. Great safety from Glab on shot number 2. Just got a little off on the play towards the side. That's your lineup today. 2 more rounds of play coming up. Semifinals and finals of the boys under 17 and 8-ball divisions. Glab from the middle as well. This is the best attack angle when the balls are tapped. Looking to make the 7 or the 11 straight back in the side. There goes the 7. About a medium speed break there, but controlled well. Hit nice and squarely. Stripes are playable, but he'd have to get straight in on the 11. He is kind of straight right now, but the cue ball's moving to the left. So I think he's going to favor solids here. Three ball's a good key ball for the 8. 1 lines up pretty good for the 6. Key shot to this rack is going to be coming back towards the 1 and getting fairly straight on it. 1-6-3 finish will work well. Crossing the angle here a little bit, coming back towards the one, but follow cue ball movement. Has to be, take note of the speed. Looks like he might have overhit it. He's okay. Nicely played. Just draw straight back for the 6 now. Textbook run out here from Wojciech. Heavily opposite eye dominant player. Right-handed, cueing far to the left side of his face. Oh, he's got the smallest angle going to the right here, and this is going to be a bit of trouble for Glab here. He can play with real big power and play over to the left long rail and back. Talking almost max speed on that one. Trying to see now if he can run into the 8. Running into the 11's not going to help him. Nicely played. Clipped enough of it to make it pocketable. Thin one to the corner here, but he'll be happy with that result. Shave is just calling the ref in. Make sure there's no cueing fouls on the 9 of the 15. All ball fouls here. Happens to be cueing right between the two. Tough though. There's so little space between them. Easy for you to get distracted here. Nice play. A little risky with the cue ball, but got safe in the side pocket. It's 1 game each. First break-in run of the match. Slanchavis has 1 gold medal so far at the European Youth Championships, winning one of the most prestigious divisions, the Under-19 10 ball. Missed the wired balls, but ball flying in the top left corner. Not much for openers on stripes. Looks like he's going to play the 3 or the 7 on the first shot here. Key to the solids will be opening up the 1, but the 3 can play right under the 1 immediately. Look at maybe removing the 7 and then going on to that 3-1 breakout play. Has the angle. Could get stuck without a shot here. 12's kind of blocking the angle to get on the 2. If he draws off the 14, could draw the cue ball into safe space, possibly playing any of the 2, 6, or 5. Nicely played. It's on the 5. One ball's open up decently, but it's covered by the 13. Kind of weaving cue ball movement here. Those 3 stripes in the middle of the table really cutting off a lot of angles for Slanchavis. Shot just straight enough to draw straight back. And that angle that he's looking at now on the 6 is going to play well over for the 1. Going to be forced to move the cue ball a little bit from the 6 to the 1 and the 1 to the 8, but no other path really. It's in a good spot here. Just going to take some higher level pocketing and cue ball movement than you usually see in 8 ball. Might have to contact the 15 coming across, but he should catch the top part of it. Was able to avoid it. Nice shot. Gonna take a bit of right spin here. Distance from the cue ball and object ball from the pocket just a little more than comfortable. See if he decides to soft stun this or spin this. It's kind of right in between on a ball that you'd be comfortable spinning. Looks like he is over to the right side of the cue ball a little. Nicely played, and he's a big favorite for his first break-in run of the match here. Expect to see multiple break-in runs from these two players. Down to the quarterfinals, cream of the crop coming to play now. Always undercut it. And there's an early mistake. Glab with a great opportunity here to take his first lead of the match. Looks like he's thinking about saving the 9 for the key ball towards the 8. 13 can play well onto the 9. 12, 10, 11, 15 pattern will work here. Don't mind taking the 12 now. It's not a big issue, but it's just kind of further from the pocket than the rest of the stripes on the table. Still lots of options when you only have your balls on the table. Really just looking for the most simple one and the one that involves the least cue ball movement. $13, $12, $10 looks like it can play okay here. Just looking for something on the second last stripe where you're going to be comfortably moving over to the right side of the table for the 9. Yakobas had a 7-2 win over Sulek in the final 32. 7-5 win over Attila in the last 16. Attila's had some decent results this week. Nothing right near the end, but some promising play from him. Glab had a 7-1 win over Bonasinga in the last 16. And a 7-1 win over Oresto in the last 32. He hasn't really been threatened too much in the single elimination stage. Did have a loss earlier in the tournament, but recovered with a 7-2 win in the losers qualification match. Looks like the drawing angle's okay here. Cue ball moving to the left a little. Glab getting down to the end of his shot clock a couple times. You could hear referee calling time in the background there. It's a 10-second warning. Players on a 30-second shot clock. 8 ball is one of the games where there's so much thinking to do. You really have to make a habit of making a decision a little bit quicker. Nicely played. And it'll be back over to Glab for the break in rack number 4, looking to create a little more separation. Action over on table number 2. Glab back up to break here. Hit a nice controlled one in rack number 2. Again, just going 50% power. It's got the 9 in the top left. Easily on the 2 if he chooses. Gonna have some work to do in this rack. A cluster of 6 in the upper middle half. 4 ball doesn't have a pocket. Players have a little longer after the break. Usually the shot that requires the most thinking if the table's not easily available. I think he might have been trying to get an angle on the 1 where he could develop the 4 there. He can actually get into the 4 off the 5. Considering a 3-1 combo, which could possibly play into the area of the 4. Doesn't want to remove too many balls here without getting a plan at the 4. It is actually available in the middle left. So if he was able to get straight on the 6 on the second last shot, that could be a possible play. It is going to be available on the bottom right once the 6 is eliminated. He could actually go at the 6 here, 2 rails, and try to play the 4 in the same pocket. Just happened to get on a perfect angle for that shot. Don't think he's recognized it. So, getting down to the end of the rack with a bit of trouble left. See how he's able to manage here. Might be trying to get back to the same spot he just was. This would be a smart out here if he's able to recognize this. Got into that area perfectly. Not only on the angle he wants, but nice and close to it. Looks like he's still considering the side. It is just the slightest bit straight to want to be bringing the cue ball around 2 rails for the corner. If he gets close to the 4 here, he'll be a big favorite to make it in the side. That'll do. Shooting the toughest ball last year, but had a plan all along. Smart play, and he's looking to take the lead 3-1 now. We'll still give him some confidence. He'll know he's playing a top flight player here. He's got it. Straight in on the 8th. Second breaking run in a row for Glab. Getting off to a great start here in this match. Yakobas hits the break with huge power. Kind of in contrast to Glab, who I'm sure has the power, but it's going with a bit more of a controlled break. Advantage to hitting with more power is that if you don't make the balls behind the head ball, got a better chance of fluking one in. Disadvantage is you tend to be a little bit looser with the cue ball. Wired balls down, big spread. Only real problem's the 3-5, but looks like he might have an option to start with stripes. Yeah, the 11 can play well for an opener on the stripes. I think shooting the 3 balls at the upper half of the table will be a good start here. Ideally trying to get straight on the 15 at some point. If he can't... Oh, another missed ball from Yakobas. He shook a little bit here. Missed the 8 in rack number 2. Missed a real hanger there. Must have been trying to play certain parts of the pocket to guarantee running through the angle. But surprising miss there. Glab's going to choose stripes as well. He's going to have to move the cue ball a little bit here. Might be just straight enough that if he plays the extreme right part of the pocket, he can draw back inside the 1-5. He'll be trying to do that. Doesn't really want to move the cue ball to the right and start involving the 7. Nothing really easy for position going that way as well, even if he does avoid the 7. He's just worried here, and with good reason, that the cue ball's moving too far to the right. Angle he's approaching it at now looks like he might actually be playing it around the 2 rails, trying to develop something. Not bad. Once the cue ball started coming off the second rail there, nothing was really leading into a natural path for position, but he still is on offense here. Little thin with the cue ball. He can slow it down and keep it on this end of the table. Looks like he's going to play some right spin, try to straighten it out off the short rail. Great shot. And as long as he's able to hit the shot light enough to not push the 9 towards the 4 here, he's looking good. Nicely played. Looks like a bit of a funny angle where he's just moving slightly to the left. I have to look at navigating around the 6 if that's the case. Nicely played, and this is going to be the third run out of the match. Third full table run out of the match for Wojciech. Actually drawing a little too far right here. Might have to go all the way around the 1 to the far side of the table. Again, getting down to the end of his shot clock. Got to decide quick here. So he's going to try to fall off the short rail. Come in between the 1-2. Watch out for the 7. I think he has a shot. Thin one to the side. Looking at taking a big lead here. This will be a big turning point in the first half of the match. Just have to trust your perception here. Blind pocketing, thin cut. Got it, just in the edge of the pocket, but it's down. Strong play from Glab here. Yakobas knows it. Gonna take a little break. And we'll take a break as well. Leaving you with action on table number 2. We'll be back with the conclusion of this match. Yakobas entering the arena. Glab to break-in rack number 6. He's on 2 break-in runs so far. One ball down. 9 ball down as well. Majority of the balls at the breaking end of the table. "12, 14, 10, 13 can work well as a pattern for the stripes. Ideally wanted to be straight enough on the 14 here where he didn't have any movement going to the right. If he does, he can fall through the short rail and try to get back straighter on the 10. Shot, going to be straight enough here. One more bit of cue ball movement from the 13 to the 15 and 11. It's going to be on a perfect angle, really. Cue ball will be off the rail. Stun over to the right a little. Got slightly too much angle that if he feels like he does need to stun it, it's going to be a little hard to hold the cue ball. Looks like the cue ball's running into the 8 here. Kind of looks like it's running into it squarely, which is going to leave him pretty big angle on the 11. If he does feel like he can't hold at one rail, there is a stun option all the way down to the short rail, but it looks like he's just happy with following it here. I was playing into the far side of the 8. Actually got too far through it. Likely thought he was going to contact the 8 a little thicker. He's in a bit of trouble now. Cue ball's loose. No way to hold it here. He's going to be looking for options to go up table and bring the cue ball all the way back towards the 15. Down to the end of his shot clock again, but he has an extension left. He's taking it. Yeah, it was always going to be tough to avoid the 2 there. Avoided it to the point where he did get some movement back towards the 11. It's on a big cut angle. Could play the cue ball around 2 rails and possibly hold it to kind of near where it is now. Take slow roll speed here. Got to miss the 5 by very little coming off the second rail. Yeah, just got a little out of line there on his third last shot. Problem started compounding. Not an easy miss by any means. But this is the chance that Yakobas wanted. To go down 5-0 in an alternate breaks race to 7 match is very tough. So he's got a chance to bring it back to within 2 games here.
Time.
Seven only has the bottom right pocket, but the 6 is playing very well into the area he needs for the 7. Wisely try to get on that straight in angle on the 6 quickly. Got some angle going to the right. He can slow it down if he wants. Nicely played to the thick part of the pocket there, making sure he didn't get too much energy coming off the left long rail. Thinking about elevating here. Be less cue ball movement in that play. Could develop something going forward off the long rail, but a lot more cue ball movement. So confident enough to elevate here. Nice shot. Looking good now. It'll be his break-in rack number 7. Looking to mount his comeback. Little overhit on the speed here. Was trying to play this side, but gonna have to play up to the top right. Cue ball's nice and close to the object ball, so he can target the object ball well here. Actually considering side. Surprised, he's pretty direct in the corner. Just shows the advantage of always playing the closer pocket there, even though he was on much more cut angle. Still favoring the pocket that's closer to the object balls. Never a bad play. Yakobas is a big threat on the break just because of his power. Gonna get favorable separations a lot of the time. Five balls down, ball on the top right. Cue ball's been kicked a couple times, and if he's not on the 1, he's gonna be on a tough opening shot. Looks like the 9 might be available on the bottom right. Just having a look here, see how much room he has past the 5 for the 1. Looks from this angle that it goes, but he's having a solid look. Can't quite tell yet. Yep, must just not have enough room. Wouldn't even be considering the 9 if he was comfortably through on the 1. Could be worried about the 4 ball being in a bit of an awkward spot down table. I think because of that, it's not wrong to take the 9 here.
Extension.
Nice shot. Plays well onto the 12. Lots of room in the middle of the table. 8-ball also in the middle, available to numerous pockets. So really just developing a plan here to get solidly on the 14. 10, 13, 14, 15 can work.
Tie.
It's got good angle moving to the left. Gonna have to come real close to the 4. Maybe favoring running into the 4 a little more. A little safer play to come above it like he was looking there. Gonna make the 12-15 progression a little tougher. Probably having to shoot the 15 in the long pocket. So he's looking to hold here for that 15-12 pattern that I mentioned. He's okay. Slightly too much angle, but he will be able to hold up the right long rail. Going to be stuck on the rail just slightly after the play on the 15. As long as he has an angle going to the left, should be okay to develop something towards the 8. Doesn't want the cue ball to be tracking towards the side pocket here. I believe it's playing just before it. But if he does go just before it, he won't end up perfect on the 8. Might consider drawing over for the 8 in the right middle. Touchy shot here.
Tie.
Another mistake from Slanchevas. Possibly showing a little fatigue. He's played a lot of pool this week. He's the winner of the under 19 10-ball division. He's played 5 or 6 rounds in this division. Glab's going to have a missable opener here on the 6. It looks like he will cover the pocket for the 15, the 12, pardon me,
Tie.
with the 8 or the 3.
Extension.
Little surprised at this because he's bringing the cue ball up a little more towards the 11. Feels confident enough on the pocketing though. Four, 6, 2, 1, 3 can work here. Always lots of options when you only have your own balls on the table. Had a good angle to come on top of the 2 and shoot the 2 in the shorter pocket. Looks like he has a little too much angle to hold for the 1 now. There are options to get on the 3 next. If he can get into the thick part of the pocket here, using the long rail, looks like it is possible to hold it. Cue the ball real low here, kill the speed as much as you can. Oh, he's in trouble. Yeah, just was a little too thin on that angle to be comfortable holding it. Sure, it was possible if he tried the shot. Just got into the pocket slightly thin. Going to be looking for safe options here. None that really jump out at me right away.
Time.
Yeah, it's an aggressive try at the combo there. So a couple small mistakes from Glab in the last two racks, giving Slančevis a second look. .12 is available in either corner pocket. I believe the cue ball is playing a little better if he tries it in the top right, bottom right, pardon me.
Time.
He's got it. Nice shot there. So staving off Glab getting any kind of bigger lead. Glab got out to a good lead by way of two break-in runs, but he's made a couple mistakes here in racks number 6 and 7. And we'll be back to Glab to break. Looking to hold on to his lead. Looks like Glab's going to take his break now. Both players have a 5-minute break available to them. Look at the stream schedule for the rest of the day. 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock local time. Semifinals and finals of the boys under 19 and under 17 divisions. Make sure you stick around for that, and make sure you stick around for the conclusion of this match. Just take a quick break here and we'll be right back. Glab back in the arena here for, excuse me, his break in rack number 8. Broken ran his first 2 attempts. Broke down near the end of the run out, last couple tries of the tables. Be looking to get back on the run out path here. $15 down, again with that controlled break. Not as big separation over the full table, leaving a lot of balls at the racking end. Tough rack here. 12 balls trapped up. No opener really on the solid, so it's going to be forced to take stripes. Gonna have to make some solid plans to develop the 12. 14 looks like it doesn't have the full pocket past the 2, but it is available on the top right. Trying to see maybe the 12 can be available into the top left past the 3, but it looks like the 3 is blocking that pocket. It's in tough here. It's tough to develop anything going towards the 12, and it really has to be moved.
Time.
Felt like he had to move the 14 as well. And if he's not on the 14 here, he's going to be scrambling for a few shots. A little too late to start considering safe. Ideally, if the cue ball could come across into the area where the 3 is, off the 14, that could work, but it might not have it. Nicely played. He's on the 10. And he can get on the 14 in a way where he can come off the short rail and play into the area of the 12. Ideal result here would be the 12 pushing right over the left middle. That's going to be hit very precisely. Wonder if it does pass into the top left. At first I thought the 3 was blocking the pocket a little more, but it's actually the 7 that's blocking the pocket more than the 3. Looks like he was cueing low there. That would tell me that he is going to try to get underneath it. Still going to want to land fairly good on this ball. Did go for the breakout, missed it. And that's 3 failed attempts now for Glab. Not easy ones. The 12 was always going to be the problem in this rack. Had to open up the 14 earlier. Was really just a tough out overall. Other 2 racks just got slightly out of line. Had a better plan, but got slightly out of line at the end of the rack. So he'll be fighting rest of this match to get something, get his offensive game going again. Easy start now here for Yakobas. 6 ball might have to go past before the 4. Only real problem in the rack. Five, 7, 4 pattern can work here. Yeah, 5, 7, 3, 4 is good too. Move down for the 1 afterwards. Little heavy on the speed here. Going to end up right in between both pockets. Over onto the right side of the table a little more. Sets the focus on this pocketing here. Saw a very similar shot missed by Max Benko to win the under 17 10 ball division. Max's was a little tougher than that and more pressure involved, no doubt. That was a great match. Lithuania coming through with the gold in that one. Max was looking to add to his multiple European Youth Championships. I'm sure he will have more before he's out of the junior division. No break and run so far for Yakobas. Might have had one in the early stage. Scratched on the break once. But yeah, he's developing good chances. Getting great dispersion throughout the whole table. Rarely ending up with any kind of problem balls. Looks like he'll be forced to take solids here. 5 ball's a little awkward. If it does pass the 10 in the right middle, that'd be nice. Looks like it might have a chance to go in the left middle as well. Cue ball's playing kind of awkwardly here, off to the right. Can develop some movement going up table with some left spin. Just wouldn't want to run into the 3 in that case.
5.
Just going to go 5 first. Watch out for the cue ball running into the 8 here. It's okay. Speed's a little off. A lot off to the point where the 2 is going to be very tough to make. Might be forced to shoot the 3 here. Yeah, just looking to likely shoot the 6 next. And have some kind of angle to move back over towards the 7. A big test on the pocketing here.
5.
Just slightly off. That's a chance for Glab. He's lost 3 games in a row now, so looking to turn the tide here. 14 plays well into the 15. 12, 13 are pretty available going back up table. 14, 15, 10 pattern can work well here.
Tie.
Glab is always getting down to the end of his shot clock. Again, 8-ball would be one of the games where you're more in danger of that. Doesn't seem to be affecting him too much. But scenarios like this where the balls are there, might want to think about just picking up the pace a little bit.
Tie.
It's got some angle going to the left here. Wanted to be a little straighter. Ideally, if the cue ball can fall through the angle and not make contact with the 3, he'll be okay. If he is going to clip the right edge of it, be a bit of trouble because he's going to leave himself with too much angle on the 12.
Tie.
He was straight enough that he didn't have to move the cue ball at all. That to accept more distance on the 12. He's in a good spot here. Looks like the 13 does pass in the top left if he wants. Walked over for the angle of the side. That'll work as well.
Tie.
Extension.
Extension.
Every single shot getting down past the point of 10 seconds in his shot clock. Decides to take an extension this time. It's done well here after a couple failed attempts at running the whole rack. Looking at the 8 now. Forced to follow this, just a little worried about the cue ball playing off into the bottom left. So wanted to nick the 2 on the way through. Look out. Kinda knew he had to run into certain parts of the 2 there. Overcut the 8 a little, so got in a little thinner than he wanted, but got away with it. He'll be breaking in rack number 10. Chance to get on the hill here. He is a break and run threat. Not hitting them quite as hard, but hitting them nice and squarely where he's got a good chance to make the balls behind the 1. Missed the balls behind the 1 this time. Doesn't look like he's going to get anything down. So chance for a break of serve for Yakobas here. Solids looking pretty good. 3 ball is going to be a bit of a problem with the solids. Could play a 5-6-4 pattern where he moves the 3 off the 4. Not quite sure what he has in mind here. 2-7-4. Getting down quickly, so he does have some kind of pattern in mind, and this will work well to move the 3. Looks like the 5 passes the 15 in the left middle. Nicely played. Opening up the treble ball now. 6 ball looks like a good key ball for the 8. 3 can work as well. Getting through this rack quickly, feeling it now. He'll be happy to be in this spot after being down 4-1. He'll have 2 of the last 3 breaks. So really, fate of the match in his hands here. Long reach around the 14. Watch out for the cue ball coming around 2 rails. He's just going to be okay. And back to a 5-5 scoreline. Ball's behind the 1, not down. Lots of action going up table, but nothing down, so chance for Glab here. Going to be a real tough opener. A lot of the angles blocked towards the right middle. Only ball available going up table is the 13. Possibly the 2, but both very tough tries. Wonder if he would consider playing safe here. Pocketing percentage on the 12 is, pardon me, the 13 is not very high. You can go off the 4 and try to play the cue ball back to kind of where it is now. Just having a look at something in the right middle. Just the safe. Little risky, not leaving a little less distance between all the balls up table, but looks like he has covered everything. 6 ball on the side, maybe. Gonna be a little bit out of control with the cue ball on that shot. But looks like he can create some movement going forward. Still 6 solids on the table to possibly get on. Nicely played, bit of draw, controlled it towards the 4. Tough rack here now. A lot of congestion happening in the upper third of the table. But Slanchavis knows how to come up big in big spots.
Time.
Might have wanted to get into the 5 a little more heavily there. He's going to want the 5 to pass into the bottom right. 4 is going to have to go before the 5 in that case. I believe the 5 will go in the bottom right eventually. If it goes in the top right, it's actually not too bad of a spot. Looks like the 15 is blocking that angle though. 11, pardon me.
Time. Extension.
A lot of thinking to do here. It's got to find ways to get the cue ball back where it is now, but that's after the 4's gone, so really just kind of running out of balls to make positive plays with. Looking to see if he can avoid the 10 going forward here. If he can get an angle near the middle of the table. It's going to at least give him some angle to possibly come back towards the 5, but he's in tough right near the end of the match. He's got to find a solution here. Yeah, I knew he was going to run into the 10, and look at this. He might develop the 5. Look at this shot. Don't think he was trying that exactly, but definitely positive results there. 10 balls kind of lined up oddly with the 8. He's going to double check if he can actually see the 5. Thought, oh, he can't. Thought he was good at first glance, but 9 balls blocking the pocketing edge for the 5 here. Going to try a short distance swerve.
5 side.
Gonna lose the cue ball a little too far to the left in that case, but really has to pull out a desperation shot here. Tough spot. Tough rack overall. Did his best to develop something positive there. Just kind of end up running out of options at the end. Believe the 10's available in the bottom right.
Time.
Again, Glab using the full 30 seconds on that shot. About 3/4 of the time he's using the full time.
Time.
He's able to get straight on the 13 here to play good onto the 14. Very little cue ball movement in the last 4 shots after this one. I like taking the 10 now just in case it's tough to get back over to the left side of the table.
Time.
Very few blockers moving back towards the 10, so not big risk here. It's got a little too much angle going to the right now. Might have to move for the 10 second here, which will involve a little more overall cue ball movement, but again, open table. Slightly too much angle on the 8, but he can get into the top side of it and move towards the 14. Doesn't want to push the 8 onto the 4 here. I think he'll be able to hit it light enough that it shouldn't be too much of an issue. He kind of has to draw to get in the top side of the 8, which will involve a little more speed. Just really worried about how much speed the cue ball is going to play off towards the 14. And if he does catch the top side, there's a chance he could roll right onto the 14. So a little tricky here for Glab. Oh, the 8's pushed onto the 4. Look out. There is going to be room on the right long rail to get at it directly without breaking it out. Ideally, want to be perfectly straight on the 14 here, but the cue ball is moving to the right a little, so much so that I believe it's hard to maneuver it to the right of the 4. Might have to run into the 4, best case.
Time.
Yeah, I just don't think he can get through the angle enough. He knows it. Yeah, he recognized it. Tried some kind of stun play going over. This got Slanchavis' attention. That's what I was talking about, though, with taking the 10 earlier in the rack. It is the ball that ended up getting him here. Was forced to play a little more speed than he wanted, pushing the 8 into a bad spot.
Time.
Yeah, 4 was always covering a lot of the banking angle. Interesting one here for Yakobas. He can play a pretty high percentage safe involving the 5 as a blocker for the 8, but the risk there is that he'd be leaving a makeable jump. So he is going to go at the 5 here. Pardon me, the 4. Nicely played. Perfect speed, able to use the long rail on the way in. And he's looking for his first lead of the match now. Coming at an opportune time. Glab's going to have the break in rack number 12. But really reeling a little bit here. Both players struggling to make full table runouts, kind of near the middle of the match. Not playing badly, just ending up in funny spots where either the rack's a little too tough to get through or slightly off angle. Typical things that happen in 8-ball. But Glab will be looking to regroup from that. Did break and run his first 2 racks in the match, so we know he's capable there. There goes the 9, perfectly squarely struck. This is the one he was looking for. Looks like he only has solos to start, but the solos look reasonable. 5 can play well into the 3-6. Very runnable table here. Ideal layout, really, for Wojciech. Looks like the 3 passed the 10, if he wants to take the 6 right now. If he is worried about how much room he has, he can take the 3 first. Six, 3, 1, 7 can work here.
Tie.
Well, he's got perfect on the 1. 3 ball must be pretty tight past the 10. He would have played it next if he did pass comfortably. A little bit on a blind angle to the part of the pocket he wants to play now. Yeah, the 3 is a problem.
Tie.
He's had a few looks at how much it passes the 10. Hasn't really been any indication that he won't shoot it in the bottom right. But it seems like he would have taken it earlier if it was available in that pocket. If it's not, he's on too much angle here. Yeah, just breaking down at the end of the rack. Again, if the 3 didn't go there, we had to just make a more solid plan to get on it. And he's left another chance for Yakobas. $15, $14 are going to be the biggest problem. Might choose to just get an angle on the 15 where he stops the cue ball behind the 14. Got the angle to break it out now if he chooses. Not much risk in this. 15 should push towards the top left. Contacted a little more squarely, but he's still on it to the bottom right, top right. These last 3 balls for the match here.
Tie.
And a look for Yakobas to get into the final 4, vying for his 2nd title at the European Youth 2025 Championships. It's been a scrappy match, not his best effort as far as break-in runs. But just the kind of match that happens in 8-ball sometimes. Glab will be thinking about some opportunities he had. Again, not any real easy mistakes, but just possibly working on his small cue ball movement a little better. And Slanchevas is straight in the side here with the 8. And he's going to take this match down. He'll be into the semifinals at the next time slot. Looking to take down his 2nd title of the week. Nicely played, 4-1 down. Made a nice comeback. This has been Eric Orlifson. Talk to you guys soon.
thirsty, all of this stuff. Let's see how it works. Players, you may take your seats and the referees please prepare the tables. Good afternoon and welcome to the 8-ball semi-finals here at the Predator European Youth Pool Championships, presented by Therme Olimia Resort and organised by the European Pocket Billiard Federation. And to our matches. On table 7, with boys under 17s, Emir Panzic of Bosnia-Herzegovina and Christian Antonio Farkas of Hungary. And on table 6 with the girls division, Rachel Onfoy of France against Iris Amberts of the Netherlands. On to table 4 with boys under 19s. From Sweden, Walter Laikra. And from Finland, Akseli Hanukala. Moving into the arena on table 3 with boys under 19s. From Lithuania, Yakobas Silantievas, and from Norway, Robin Hauge Pettersen. On table 2, we're with the girls. From Switzerland, Shirin Valerie. And her opponent from Sweden, Linnea Hjalmarström. And finally, on table 1, with boys under 17s. From Slovakia, Mark Zabo. And his opponent from Germany, Valentin Schmitz. Your referees in charge of the matches. On table 7, Florian Rettenbacher of Austria. On table 6, Jarlo Kotinurmi of Finland. On table 4, Gatis Taube of Latvia. On table 3, Sreko Petrovic of Bosnia-Herzegovina. Table 2, we have Serdar Karadag of Turkey. And on table 1, Alan Bujas of Croatia. Players, you may lag for the break.
And what a fine introduction here on this summer day in Podcetrtek, Slovenia. For the boys under 17, this is a semifinal match. 78 players began this quest for a gold medal, and you have Mark Zabo from Slovakia versus Valentin Schmitz from Germany. My name is George Tejea, and I'm in Tucson, Arizona, the U.S., bringing you the live action here in Slovenia for this 44th year of the European Pool Championships Youth 2025. Your referee is Alan Bujas from the EPBF, and he will rack the balls. We're playing 8-ball, a race to 6. WPA rules, alternate break, standard alternate break format. And we are live on YouTube. We are also live on Billiard TV. It's EPBF. Sponsors are Predator Group, Iwan Simonis Cloth, Aramith Billiard Balls, Kamui Brand, Longoni Cues, and the IBPF. This event is played on the Predator Arc Table. And the young man breaking the balls from Slovakia, Mark Zabo. Nice open break. Ball down, cue ball, crossing the center of the table. Available shot on the 3, on the 4 next to it, the 5 next to it. The young German player in his chair, patiently waiting his turn at the table. But the young man at the table is Mark Zabo, a 643 Fargo-rated player who got to this semifinal by defeating Matteo Persili 6-4, Efren Serrano from Spain 6-2, Alexis Grigolunovic 6-1, Dennis Schnittker from Germany 6-2, Jakub Scherbo from Poland 6-4, and Martin Roser from Germany 6-5. So he's played 6 matches and is undefeated so far in this tournament. Open shot here on this 1 ball. Playing it to the upper right-hand corner as he pocketed that ball in the side. He's going to run into his problem ball, which is the 4 ball next to the 2 stripes, and he moves it into a position. But he's faced with a tough shot on this 5 ball up on top there. He has to cut that to the right-hand corner, which he's just indicated, and come down for either the 2 or the 4, which is by the side pocket. And the 8 ball in the middle of the pocket with 2 stripes around it. Looking at the 5 here to get on the 2 next, then go up for the 4. Oops. I was momentarily distracted, and we had a change of player. The young Valentin is at the table now, playing stripes. The young Valentin Schmitz from Germany is a 672 Fargo. This is the second year playing the Euro Tours. His first year, he had a quarterfinal in his first year. He has not played in 2025 yet. He defeated Dennis Schnittger from Germany 6-1, but he lost the second match to Svit Pavlenjek 6-5, and then defeated Danil Kuriloko 6-2, Adrian Kristik from Bosnia-Herzegovina 6-2, Valerian Zakuber from Austria 6-1, and then wreaked revenge on Svit from Slovenia 6-5 in the last 32, and then defeated Max Benko from Slovenia and Fabrizio Ingracci from Germany. So he defeated 2 players from Slovenia, 1 from Germany, 2 from Germany. 2 from Germany. About 24 countries represented here in this European Pool Championships. 78 players started out. Around the table for the stripe. He's not going to get the one on the left. He's going to have to settle for, he can have either one. Got on both balls. Ideal position. He'll keep the ball there from the 13 to the 9. And the 8 ball has all 6 pockets open. And gets up very nice for the opening 8 ball here to win his first mark on the board in this race to 6. And Valentin Schmitz from Germany takes the opening game. And the worst these guys can do is a bronze medal. It's a semifinal match. There's 4 players left. And the 4 players are Emir Panzik from Bosnia-Herzegovina and Cristian Antonio Farkas. And they're locked in battle on the other table. Let's see which one will be the first to get into the final match coming up at 2000. So at 8 o'clock Slovenian time, we'll have the final here. One of these 2 young men versus Panzik or Farkas. Game number 2, he stole the opening break from Mark Zabo. And there goes the ball in the corner. Of course, he's got another ball tied up. Now it's an open table. He's made a solid. He has a 7 ball and a 1 ball, 5 ball tied up there in the corner. He could play the combo and open up one of the 2. He can hit the stripe first and make the 1. This is the opening shot. And actually, if he goes rail first, he could come across and open up his other, what appears to be the 7 ball, I think. that's blocked on the left corner pocket. Yes. He's going to go this route. He's got the 6 ball to move the 7 ball, so he'll probably go from there, from the 3 to the 7. I'm sorry, to the 6 to open him up. He doesn't have the angle to get there, I don't think. He may have to go up table. Possibly could play the bank here on the 7, but I doubt it. He's going to play the 3 ball. Might just go ahead and bank the 7. Wouldn't be bad, just stop the ball there. No, he's trying to move it. Well, now he's going to be hard pressed to move it because he's forced himself only one shot. I think he can only see the 6. Had he gone rail first, he would have had a shot at moving that 10 ball. A lot better shot than he had what he just tried. Some right low English, if he can apply it because of the proximity of the stripe there, might be able to open up the 7. Oh, he missed it again. So now he's given up the table. One saving grace is the 7 blocks one of his stripes. The rest are wide open. And the young Valentin gets back to the table. On his break, still has to find a way to open up the 10 ball. A possible shot is to use the 11 by playing it in one of the side pockets and bumping open the 10. He could play the 11 into the... He's going to try to do it right here. He's not going to. So now he's faced with a very difficult shot. It'll be the 14 if he can see it. If not, it's the ball in the middle of the table there by the head spot, which looks to be like the 13 ball, to the corner pocket. And the 2 solids. No, he's playing the 14. Nice and left to cut on the 6. If he cuts this directly to the corner pocket, he's going to have to be careful about the 8. He's just going to open up his bank shot there. And he's going to play safe down in the bottom. A little tactical play by both players there. He opens up one of his problems. He still has a major one down on his left-hand corner pocket. He's left a tough shot on the long stripe. Both shots are tough. Still playing safe. If there was a way to get to that 7 ball and open it up, and I think there may be, to kick it from the bottom side up and leave a low percentage shot on the 11 or the 12. He's just going to leave a long shot down here. If he could have come by the 11 and kicked at that 7 ball, the cue ball, nice and soft, he could have held there with a good safety and opened up his problem. Instead, he's gone this way and he still faces a problem, but the 6 ball will now give him an opportunity to get down for a bank on the 7 or open it. Back and forth, long shot here. It's okay with Valentin going for this ball and just stopping it, rolling it in. He could bank the 7 to go out. Nothing wrong with this bank here. Just roll this ball in. He should have the bank. The cue ball should fall forward about a diamond. Nope. still going for the safeties all the way. Patient young man, very patient. He must have been out in the sun because this nice summer weather in Slovenia. He's pretty red-faced. And now he's got an open table with the exception of the 10 ball. He could possibly shoot this 11 off of the 7 and open up the 10. He could also shoot the 11 into the 10 for the 10-7 combo. No, he's got it this way. Nicely done. Actually, that wouldn't work because the 7 ball goes in. But he would have left a safe. Now it's open. He just has to avoid the 6 ball with the cue ball for position. And he does. He's going to be faced with a bank shot or another safety. Might just play off the stripe on the left there. But this might leave a shot on the 7. He might just roll the cue ball to the side rail. Bank it softly and leave the cue ball on the side rail. No, but the 2 ball goes. Never mind. Welcome back, all you pool fans on YouTube, all you pool fans on Billiard TV. This is a semifinal match in the under 17. 78 players began. We're down to 4. The young man at the table is Mark Zabo from Slovakia. Oh, and now he has left a completely open table for the young German, Valentin Schmitz. A 672 Fargo rated player. Now a long shot on the 2 or the 4 after he shoots the 6, coming straight up. The referee, Alan Buyas, is keeping time on a stopwatch so the players do not see the clock. You'll see him change the time right there in his hand. And he will advise the players when there's 10 seconds left. He'll just say 10 seconds. And they have 60 seconds after the break. After that, it's a 35-second shot clock on every shot with one 25-second extension per game. Nice position to come across the table for the 8 in the left-hand corner pocket down here on the bottom of your screen. And this to take the second game in his break after a very nice and brilliant technical battle by both players in this game. Not one of those wide open run out matches so far. They've both been at the table. The beauty of the European Pool Championships. This is the ladies under 19, I believe. And at the table, I think, is Linnea Halmastrom from Sweden, who is the gold medalist in 10 ball. for the ladies. And here she is in the semi-final, I believe, for the 8-ball. What a productive week in Slovenia this young lady has had. The beauty of these pool championships is these players all get to play 14-1, 10-ball, 8-ball, and I believe the 9-ball starts tomorrow. It might have already started. I'm not 100% sure. A pocket in the ball in the side. 8-ball is going to go in the corner pocket. It will be spotted. It is not a win. One of the things about WPA rules in 8-ball and 10-ball is the last ball to be pocketed will be, for a win, will be the 8-ball or the 10-ball. No early wins. The 2-ball, and is that the one in front of it? Yes, it is. So the solids are a good pick, but the stripes may be better as he's going to play safe. Looking for an opening. A good safety by the young Zabo. If you're listening with good speakers, you will hear the referee advise them when they're down to 10 seconds. And I think Valentin did take his extension. He called the 14 in the side, I think. No? He's jumping at the 4. Nice try on the jump shot. He's going to end up with a safety. Nice jump shot by the German. And now he's off to a good start. He's going to lay, the solids lay very, very well for him. And he did not want to bump those, I don't think, because now he has to play the combo 2-1. It's lined up pretty nice. But as we all know, combos aren't 100% no matter how well they're lined up. Well, on occasion, but they can be missed. Not that one. Does he get position for the 2 balls in the side? He does. Now he has to find a home for the 6 ball. That's right next to the 8. He'll work his way around these 3 balls. Probably I would shoot the 2 ball here first and then come back for the 2 balls in the sides, because from there he can play position for the 6 in the upper right hand corner where the 2 ball is, unless it goes now. Oh, wow. He has really let this get away from him. He may have a shot on the 6. If he doesn't, he's going to have to be forced to play the 5 ball by the side there. I think I'm going to have to start calling the 4 ball and the 5 ball the solid, because I keep confusing the two colors. They look pretty similar on the screen. And if anything about the Aramith balls, that's the only thing I personally don't care for. I like the good old standard purple 4 ball. Smart shot to go ahead and open up his problem. Now he's got an open table. All the stripes are open. No problems. He's left a long shot on the 2. He might have a window to go between the 2 stripes by the 8. If not, he has the solid on the left side of your screen there to the corner pocket. The cue ball is going to end up in a safe position, so it's a good two-way shot. He's not playing it two-way, though. He's going for the position on the 6. Nice confident stroke by the young Valentin. And this, well on his way to his 3rd win of this match. A little bit of left English brings the cue ball off the head rail towards the 8 for the right-hand corner. This 8 ball for game number 3, or he leaves an open table for his opponent. Which will it be? Got to stay with the shot and pocket it. I think he pockets it. He does. Right down the middle of the hole. And 3-0 for the young German. Both players fighting for their first gold medal. This is the 2nd year for Schmitz to be playing in the Euro Tours. And keep in mind that he lost his 2nd match and won the next 6 matches to get to the semifinal. And while they racked the balls, Valentin Schmitz defeated Dennis Schnittker from Germany 6-1. Then Svit Pavlinjek 6-5. Danil Guriko 6-2. Adrian Kristik 6-2. Valerian Zakuber 6-1. And then defeated the player that beat him, Svit Pavlinjek from Slovenia, and then Max Benko from Slovenia, and then defeated his countryman Fabrizio Ingracci. And again, our 10-ball gold medalist, Linnea from Sweden, Halmastrom, in her semifinal for the girls under 19. the players. The referee is not racking the balls. Must have taken care of something. Well, they're on break. Well, there's a break there. Gold medal winners so far in these pool championships is Max Benko from Slovenia in the 14-1. In the under 17, Azulas Tadavicius from Lithuania in the 10 ball. And then in the under 17. And in the under 19, you have Felix Vogel from Germany in the straight pool. And Yakobas Silantjevas from Lithuania in the under 19 10 ball. The 10 ball in both youth divisions, under 17 and under 19, were won by Lithuania. First time in history, I believe. Or so the young Tadavicius commented on his interview. Quite an achievement by Lithuania to win both divisions in the same year. And this event is played on the Predator Arc Pro pool tables, 3-piece slate, 4 1/4 inch pockets to the corners, and 5-inch pockets to the sides, the K55 rails. It is covered with our sponsor Simonis Tournament Blue 860 cloth, and they are playing with the Aramith, another sponsor, the Aramith Tournament Pro-Cup TV balls, and Alimbujas back to rack the balls for these two young players. Now, Mark Szabo has played the Euro Tours. This is his 5th year. He had two final 16s in 2022 and one final 16 finish in 2024. So this is his highest finish to date in these pool championships. And his goal, of course, is to get a final finish here in Slovenia. But this young man stands in his way and leads him by 3 games in a race to 6. Another good break. There goes the 2. Does it go in? No, it doesn't. The 9 ball. No, it doesn't. So a dry break. A little bit of a tough opener as he is up against the 2 ball. Has a long shot on the 6. He'll probably be able to cut the 2 ball in the side if he wants the solids. He has chosen the 9 ball down here, this lane in front of the hole. Don't touch the 2 because it's all ball fouls. Does he get on the 10? Or does the 11 go by the 10? If not, that 13 ball that he has his cue over will go to the corner. Stop shot gives him the ball to the side, the stripe to the side. I believe this 14 might slide by to the lower corner pocket. He's looking at it now. Does it slide by the 15? Possibly not. A little off angle here, but he has a choice of shots. Not really. He can only shoot the 11. Or does he attempt to pocket the 15 off the deuce in the corner? No, he's gone for the 11 in the side, his only shot. Pockets the ball. Now he's in a little bit of... No, he's not. He's got the 15 down the left-hand side. And nice position to come up for the 10 or the 14. So just pocket the ball with medium speed. Get the cue ball close to the center. And you'll have his choice of the 14 or the 10. If he could shoot the 14, he should. And I don't think he can. Not from this angle. He's got the eyes, he's got the angle. I guess he can shoot it. Stop shot for the 10. Nicely done. And the 8 appears to go by the 4 ball there, the solid by the corner. So he'll just stop the ball there for the 8 and put his first game on the board. And Mark Szabo, after a dry break by the young German, runs out the table. Nice clearance. And takes the first game for a win. Well, whatever it was he told the player, he came back with a smile. So we all, when we watch this, we all want to see what was it the referee told him. Guess what, folks? We'll probably never know. A good look at the Predator arena lights over the arena and the arena fencing. Nice LED boards all the way around. The referee racking the balls. The cloth has been kind of indented down, so they rack nice and tight. Haven't not seen any slug racks at all throughout the course of the Open, Slovenian Open, or these European Pool Championships. So they've done an excellent job tapping these balls down, and you get very predictable breaks. The 2 balls behind the head ball on the break go to the side pockets and are being pocketed rather frequently. Balls go close to the corner pockets up on top. And those are the balls that are going in for the most part. Now it's a matter of controlling the cue ball to get a shot on the break, a good one. A wide open rack for the most part. Let's see if we can find any problems with it. They have 60 seconds after the break, and that's where you look for your problems. The only problem, I don't really see one. They're all wide open. But the only thing you might consider a problem is the 2 balls right by the spot behind the 8 won't go to the corner pocket on the right, but they have the left-hand pocket. So they're open. They have a pocket. And all the stripes are wide open here. He'll play this 11 ball. He wants to avoid the 1, come between the 6 and the stripe next to it on the left side to shoot the stripe next. I think it's a 15 ball. It does. He can shoot the 9 and then the 15, come back up for the 2 stripes, and he's in business. Definitely shoot the 9 first here. Anytime you have a ball to the side pocket, you prefer to shoot it when you're straight in on it than with an angle. If you shoot balls to the side pocket playing 8-ball and have an angle on it, the sharper the angle, the more you have to run the cue ball. And the 8-ball is so available, I think I would play this 15-ball first and run back to those 2 balls. But either way, it's about the same shot. He's just closer and lays better for it. And I think he's going to recognize that right here. Yeah, it's just easier to have a good position afterwards. Now he's in business, and as you can see, he's got the whole middle of the table to get shaped for the 8. It would have been okay to shoot either way, to the corner or to the bottom corner, but the way the table laid, the way the cue ball laid, it was just higher percentage. And now if he's straight in, you just screw it back to where the cue ball is now. And he can't screw it back. He's not straight enough, so he can follow. With just high English, he'll follow to the head rail and come down between the, appears to be the 5-ball and the 6-ball for the 8. And there you go. Shot on the 8. Doesn't need any English whatsoever. Or he can just check it. A little bit of low. I like shooting this with just high English, just like he's shooting it. Nice, nice. Even tempo, perfect. And he's closed the gap to, he's opened the lead to 3 games. For 4-1 over Mark Szabo, the young German. At a 4-1 score, you would say he might be in control of this match at this point. It is alternate break. The young Slovakian will be doing his best to close that gap. Coming up right after this match, we will have the final match at 8 p.m. on this very table. And according to the schedule, it will be Erik Horlefsen and myself calling the match. Four to one with a wide open break, but nothing dropped on the break, so the young Slovakian will be at the table with an open table. And in the other semifinal at this point, Emir Pandzik has already won over Cristian Antonio Farkas 6-0. So he awaits the winner of this match for the final match. I just called the match the quarterfinal with Emir versus Jakub Hajduk from Poland, and he won that 6-1. So the young man from Bosnia-Herzegovina playing very well and awaits the winner of this match and the final match for a gold medal. And I think Eric called that one, so we'll know both finalists rather well after watching them play their semifinal match. Emir is a 582 Fargo. Three solids left in the 8-ball. Oh, and disaster strikes as he cannot get to the 7-ball. You'll have to cut the one in the side if it doesn't go by the stripe to the corner. It appears to go in the corner. Now he'll play this 7-ball off the 11 in the side, swing the cue ball over the left side, and then shoot that 8-ball between the 14 and 10 to the corner pocket. Oh, a little more speed, young man, and a little bit less hit on the ball. Or more hit on the ball. It slides in. Those can be a little tricky. They're very close, but the impact from the carom really slows the ball down. Now, will the young German take advantage of this and get himself on the hill? Everything's open. He's had some great clearances, and he has to have a full table clearance here. Yeah, I would play the 11 ball next, the 14 to the side, or that ball in the middle of the table to the side, and then play these 3 balls. Either way he decides to go works. The balls lead to the position.